We're here at Litchfield Farm near Enstone, organic farm, one of 4 farms we look after, the rest of which are all conventional. Stood in October in a field of mustard. This is part of my drive to go either reduce tillage or direct drilling in organic systems. So this field was last year a fertility lay of vetch and clover, which we've crimped just an 8-acre square of it, which completely killed the vetch and rye. And then we direct drilled a mixture of mustard, beans, oil radish, and I think there are a few other things in there that we had in the mix, to see what came through, because obviously we had quite a mat of residue from the vetch and rye, and it was a bit of a trial to see what cover crop we could get ground. What we've actually found is opposite to what we thought. The mustard has done really well. So we're here, I mean, it's the 23rd of October, I think. Mustard's in flower, which is about perfect timing for us, because as soon as conditions allow, we'll be in here with the crimper, crimp it, and then we'll be in with the direct drill to drill a crop of winter wheat, with the idea that then this will maybe become part of our system going forward on a bigger scale, so we can try and reduce the amount of ploughing and deep cultivations we have to do to destroy cover crops and also just to control the weeds on the farm. We found on the conventional farms where we direct drill everything, the less you move the soil, the less weeds you get. So it should work organic, but it's just trying to work it without the use of chemicals. So it's one step. Whether it'll work or not, we'll see probably come the spring or come harvest when we combine the field. Roller crimper. It's brought over from the States, really, the idea. The Rodale Institute in the States did a lot of work on it. It's basically a roller with a chevron pattern blades on it, curved blades, which come along front or the back of the tractor, and produce about a crimp in the plant stem about every inch or so, which then stops the translocation of water and things up and down the plant and kill it. Also, what you're doing, especially like when we were doing the rye and vetch, it was 5.5 foot tall, 6 foot tall. You're laying it over, leaving it attached to the roots, laying it right over and completing a complete soil mulch. So we're not losing moisture, we're not allowing weeds to germinate, and so in an organic system where you can't use herbicides, we hopefully can direct drill into that. So we've direct drilled this cover crop because we have to kill the vetch in June before it seeds. So then we wanted something, we don't just leave the ground bare over the summer. Probably August is your most productive month for growing a crop, funnily enough. So we put this cover crop in, which has done really well, and then we shall crimp this and drill wheat into this straight after or within a few days, hopefully. Our standard practice on the organic farm is plough-based, plough, cultivate 2 or 3 times, control weeds, drill, roll. We've direct drilled some crops. We generally direct drill our fertility build days. We min-till some, so we might run over with a light set of discs 2 or 3 times and then drill into that. We're very flexible. I think you've got to be in farming in this day and age with the weather and things as it is, but I do know if we can do no-till more, it's a bit more weatherproof, if like, than ploughing and things. As this year we've got fields that have been ploughed and cultivated we can't touch at the moment because they're too wet, whereas yesterday we were direct drilling quite happily on a conventional farm because we only need the surface to dry off. So you know, there's a lot of benefits to try and do it. It's just whether we can do it and do it reliably and viable for the farm, for me and the owners, really. Really pleased with that. It's a brilliant crop. A lot of people say they can't grow vetch. We seem to be able to grow it really, really well. It gets well up to my shoulders, if not taller. There isn't a weed in the bottom of it when it's growing. And the good thing, we were growing vetch and oats. The thing is, the oats tend to grow back after you crimp them, whereas the rye matures about the same time as the vetch, which is what you want when you're crimping. One thing I learnt from what they do in the States is they tend to only grow one species in their cover crop, so you're only waiting for that one species to become to sort of flower at the same and ceases at the same time. But vetch and rye seem to work well together. The only reason we grow rye or oats with the vetch is just to hold it up, and also to absorb any nutrients that we've got in the soil, that we don't lose them really, because everything's precious to us as an organic farm.